back to my channel. Today I am doing another speed build. This one is called Moss Creek Cottage and it's a little one bed, one bathroom build that was built on a 20 by 20 lot in Windenburg, and it comes in at just less than 74,000 simoleons. So you'll be able to tell by my UI that indeed I did actually live stream this build over at Twitch. So it was a test stream that I did the other night, and I did actually sneak on very, very late to do a little build and obviously tweak my channel and make sure that everything was ready to go and everything's working okay. And I'd actually seen the a little house on Pinterest, which was like this modern build, and it was quite unusual. Now, unfortunately, I didn't kind of have the tools available to recreate it in The Sims 4, but I decided to take the shape of it and sort of make it, well, I actually made it completely different because it was a modern build and this ended up turning into like this small Tudor build. But yeah, I was kind of like messing around with my settings and stuff and started to build this. And then by the time the stream ended, I thought it was actually quite cute. So I left it for a couple of weeks, I think a week or two, and I went back last night and live streamed the rest of the build. So again, I jumped on really, really late and just quickly finished this one off. And to be honest, I actually finished the big castle interior last night. And when I came to do this live stream last night, I must have just been in like full interior mode because it literally took me no time at all to do the interior. But yes, I really, really quite like this one in the end. It turned out to be, for something that I didn't really plan, it turned out to be quite cute and definitely something that I really like to, you know, build. So I have decided with Twitch that I probably will do a couple of builds over there every now and then, because predominantly that's really what I do. You know, I'm a builder, that's what I enjoy doing the most. So I think it'd be quite nice for me to do some live stream building, just because last night I had somebody in the chat who no, it wasn't last night. I think it was the first night I did the test stream, who had some questions about building. And they were just genuine questions, you know, and asking for some tips and advice and things like that. And I think it's good, you know, it's always nice, I think, when you follow somebody on YouTube, and especially if you invest a good amount of time, to be able to see them in person and be able to speak to them and interact with them on, you know, a sort of normal basis, I guess. So I have changed sort of the layout of my UI over at Twitch because I had a few crazy things going on the screen, and I thought, no, I'll just keep it nice and simple, because that way if I do a build on stream, I'll be able to upload it like this and change it into a speed build so I can share it again on the channel. I thought that was a better idea. Also, I have got rid of my face cam as well, just because for that very reason, really. Also, face cam wise, I do think they're great, and I think it's really nice to be able to, I love it when people use face cam because it just feels a bit more personal. But for me, as a mum of 4, I do a lot of my recordings late at night. So like now, I've literally sat down to start my night of building and it's 8 PM and I probably won't get finished till near midnight. And by the time I finish running around after 4 children all day, I, you know, I get to this time of night and like to just sort of, well, my makeup's either dissolved and run off my face into hiding, or I've gone and washed it off and I'm just chilling out in my pajamas. So the good thing is, you know, if I don't use a face cam, I'm more likely to stream a lot more and more likely to, you know, do them sorts of streams. Whereas if I've got my face cam on, then obviously I'm not going to come on looking like a right mess. But yeah, I was thinking it's been a while now since I have done a face cam, and I might actually do one quite soon. We'll see anyway. I'll see how much. We'll see how well my filters and stuff are working on my camera. But yeah, I hope you guys are all right. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. We're currently on Sunday night and I'm so excited for this week. I've got so much going on as well. We're still in the process of buying our house and we've got things developing there, and we're off to see a different house on Tuesday night to see what that looks like, and I'm excited about that. I will kind of go into it a little bit more. It will all make sense at the time, but I can't really say anything yet because I'll jinx it. But we do have a house in mind. We're just making sure that it's the right one before we fully commit. That's probably about as much as I can say without giving everything away. And then knowing my luck, I will probably jinx it and then we'll be like homeless for Christmas or something. But anyway, with the interior of this build, I must admit these types of builds I think look really good with a nice traditional interior. But after doing the last two big builds where I did this kind of like, it's not traditional, but it's not completely modern interior, I kind of went with the same thing, because as much as I love doing the old-fashioned traditional interiors, because I do actually think that The Sims has a lot of stuff available to create, you know, a good traditional build. But as much as I think it's quite nice to recreate it, I don't always like playing in it. I quite like playing in pretty builds, you know, like builds that, like maybe a house that I would like to live in myself, that kind of thing. I don't really like the oldie kind of sort of interiors, you know, the browns and the dark woods and I prefer nice kind of modernish style looking builds. So I didn't want to get this, you know, I didn't want the inside of this to look too modern, because then it wouldn't really fit with the character of the outside of the build. So yeah, it's a little bit of a mixture of both, this one. So I hope you enjoyed the interior. If you saw it, of the castle, Highbourne Castle interior, wow, I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders doing that interior. I'm such a completist. It's like OCD, I swear, you know. It's just, I think it's just been playing on my mind ever since I built it. I should do that interior. You should really do that interior, Kim. And I finally cracked and was like, right, I'm going to get it done. But yeah, I do feel relieved that it's been done now. And this was a little build that I wanted to finish off, and it was quite refreshing to do as well after doing such big builds. But the next thing that I'm going to be looking at doing this week, which I will be starting tonight, is my collaboration, and I'm looking forward to this one. The other thing with the collaboration is it's actually a build challenge as well, which is a new one that's been made by Chrissy York, and she sent me over the details of this new challenge that she was creating, and it looked absolutely awesome. There's two different types of challenge as well, so I'm going to get started on that tonight, and it's quite difficult for me, really. The last build that I made, I did kind of make that thinking that I would use that for the challenge, and then I changed my mind last minute. But I am gonna have to start that tonight, and I'm looking forward to doing it as well. It's going to be good fun, and especially with the little lady I'm collaborating with. But I don't want to say any more than that, but I'm excited. I can't wait. Plus, there's also going to be an apartment speed build coming soon as well, because I've got a couple of themes in mind for apartments that I want to do, and I think there'll be some nice little builds that I can do to kind of break up these huge ones, because no doubt towards probably midweek to the end of next week I'll be starting my third Millionaires Row build. I'm really enjoying this series, actually. I did say to myself, right, you know, just do say 4 or 5, and then, you know, because they're like huge builds, they take a lot of time, and I thought, yeah, I will just do like 4 or 5. But now I'm getting into it, I'm like, yeah, keep them rolling. But I think I'm probably gonna, my third one, I've done, what have I done so far? I've done a castle, I've done like an exotic palace, I think the next one's got to be a modern build. I've given myself quite a break from the modern builds now, and my LA Hidden Hills mansion actually went down really well and is my best video on my channel, and we all know what I thought about doing that one. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some sort of modern monstrosity at some point midweek to the end of the week, so I'm looking forward to that as well. That's going to be good fun. But yeah, so I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. Mine's been quite chilled out. I've certainly had a chilled out day today. And the kids are all ready to go back to school and they're all tucked up in bed now. So my teenager, he actually doesn't go back until Wednesday. So he's got a couple of days off still to go. But I'm looking forward to the routine. I'm looking forward to getting up early and, you know, just getting back into it. And yeah, it's gonna be good. But I hope you like this little speed build. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and feel free to share it anywhere and everywhere. That certainly helps me out to grow my channel. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time, which should hopefully be not too far away. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye.